we go. Hello, we're gonna try to do another outdoor video. We'll see how it goes. We've got a lot of wind coming in because I live in the high desert. I don't think there's a day that goes by that's not windy. Also, it looks like, I was telling my mom I got bit by a whole bunch of spiders last week, and I was telling her that I have a very balanced ecosystem in my backyard. I just don't seem to be part of it. So I might have little critters and all kinds of stuff roaming around on the mat, but I guess that's all part of the universe, part of the plan, and I'll just try to connect and flow and move with all of that while we do a nice taping here. So if you're following me, I'd like to invite you to find a cross-legged seat. Sit up nice and tall, find your breath, open your heart, lift your chest, and when you're ready, we're gonna take that breath and we're gonna go nice and deep. Breathing in through the nose, feel it come down the back of your throat, feel it expand the chest and expand the rib cage. And our exhale, we go backwards. The rib cage connects, the chest falls, the breath comes out from the back of the throat, through the nose. Go ahead and we'll continue breathing like that, filling up the entire body here in those 4 parts, and then exhaling nice and slow. I love spending a moment to connect with the breath at the beginning of practice, finding that pranayama, just to help connect with the center, to help you bring you right to the mat. It may take a few moments, but always take all the time you need right here. This is also a perfect time to set the intentions. Maybe take a moment to think about what brought you on the mat today. Take a moment just to see where those edges are, what we need to work on. And if you haven't brought any intentions with you, I'd like to offer you one of mine. Mine is just to be here, right now, present moment, completely and fully. Be here, right now, present moment, completely and fully. Be here, right now, present moment, completely and fully. Alright, let's start linking breath with movement. Gentle movements to begin with. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, find and make space along the spine. Exhale, start to wake up those shoulders, the back of the body. Inhale, hold it here. We're just going to drive it right through the center. Take a moment here, heart center, and then we'll walk it out. Nice and easy, gentle hip opener here. Walk it back and swap those legs. So if you were in cross leg, you'll take a look to see which one was in front. You'll pull that one under. If you're in half lotus or full lotus, you'll work on the other side. A lot of times we find ourselves in a rut, always sitting the same way, always brushing our teeth with the same hand, and switching it up, working that left-right brain connection is so good to like refresh your mental capacities here. We got little ants coming to visit. it up nice and easy. Come over here. I just want to open up the legs wide. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. Point those toes up. Don't forget to activate the thighs. So the thighs press down. The knees lift up towards the hips. And then we walk it out. That way we can stabilize the knee and protect our knee, even in something as gentle and passive as a forward fold. Staying nice and low, we'll take it over to one leg. And it doesn't matter which side you want to do first, because both, we're going to go ahead and go to both. And then walking through the center, keeping it nice and low. We'll find the other leg. Bringing the chest down towards the thigh. And then back to center. Go ahead and walk it up. We'll tuck knees under hips. Hands, elbows, wrists, elbows, shoulders lined up to cat and cow. Make it your own. Take your time here. Round all the way up. Exhale. Oh, at the top of the exhale, take a little pause here. We're in our cat. Our chest is open. Our heart is shining. And then we'll go ahead and come back into cow. Inhaling, exhaling. And we'll spend all the time we need in here. Do a lot of spine love today. If you want, maybe some barrel rolls. Start getting the spine nice and lubricated. I always say that a healthy spine is what keeps you young. Keeps you from slumping over. It's right smack in the center of the body. I was going to say it's our foundation, but more it's the core. It's the center. I'm just playing around here, taking a moment to look over to one hip and then the other. Nice side stretch. Maybe a couple more cat and cows. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do this. And then we'll release our exhale and pull those hips back. Child's pose. Did you tell him to get out? Thank you. All right. So that was a beautiful child's pose. Nice, peaceful, and relaxing. We're gonna kick it up a notch. Go ahead, tuck those toes under. Sit bones come high up into the air. Just walk the hands towards the feet or the feet towards the hands. Wherever you're at, let's start to work it, work it. Let's start by building up the heat. We'll find our sun salutations. Yikes. And we're going to do a lot of upper body. We're going to get super strong, super lean. Oh, I love it. Okay. So go ahead, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, or you can make the feet. We go feet, knees, hips lined up. Yogi's choice. I always taught that a good Tadasana was big toes to touch, spreading those other toes out, finding all four corners of the feet, lifting the chest, receiving all that good energy. All right, let's get get ready to move. Let's get ready to breathe. Inhale, soften those knees. Great big movement. Exhale, arms down alongside the body. Inhale. Exhale back to Tadasana. Inhale, hold it here. Maybe press those palms together, baby back bend if you want. Very gentle. We'll find center and then come right through heart center, finding our forward fold. And then into our half lift. Reach out from the crown of the head, lengthen through the spine, tighten into that core. So we're imagining the belly button pulling up to the spine. Forward fold, bow it out. We'll just go ahead, step the right leg back first. Hold it here, low lunge. Maybe pressing the right hand down if you want to come into a nice spinal twist here. If you're feeling shaky, you can always drop the back knee down for a little bit of support. Wherever you're at is perfect. Exhale, top hand comes down. We step it into plank. Our first high plank. We're gonna not come right into our chaturanga yet. Go ahead and slowly drop the knees down towards the mat. Bring those elbows in nice and close. Shine the heart forward. And then elbows graze the rib cage. Go ahead and warm up the upper body with a couple push-ups. Do one more. We'll hold it at the top and then settle all the way down to the mat. Beautiful. Settle in here. Let the hands slide back down towards the rib cage. Elbows pull in. Lift up through the chest, through the heart, to our cobra. You can keep that gentle bend in the arms. A lot of bicep strength here. Deep back bend. Tuck our toes into down dog, and we're going to spend a moment here pedaling out the legs, driving the heels into the mat, finding release in the back of the body. It's also a great time to check in with your down dog. How's it feeling today? Are sit bones reaching up to the ceiling? Are the shoulders coming up to the ears? We're getting too much tension in the neck. You want to protract those shoulders. Let them slide down the back, but since we're upside down, it would be up to the ceiling, up to the sky. All right, high up on those toes, stretch out the feet, release the heels down. Right leg comes forward, low lunge. I didn't invite you over here. Come on, get out of here. Spinal twist. And then exhale, release down. We're going to make our way back up to the top. Forward fold, nice and easy. Half lift. Find a deeper release here as you reach the chest down towards the shins. Inhale, rise up. I like to collect all that energy, especially those beautiful sun's rays, and then pull it right into my soul. Perfect. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Starting off, home base Tadasana. Reaching it forward, press those palms. Exhale, baby back bend. Finding center, coming through heart center, third eye, heart, mat. Hold it here. Half lift. Forward fold. Release for another few breaths. And then we'll press our palms. Right leg comes back. Left leg comes to meet. And if you want, full chaturanga, you're rolling forward on those toes. Your arms are grazing the rib cage with control. Nice and slow. Into our cobra. Or into up dog. Wherever you're at is perfect. Tuck those toes into down dog. Sit bones are high up into the air. finding a tiger curl so we can step it up to the front. Right, left, forward fold, half lift, bow it out, inhale up. Beautiful. Now we're starting to flow with the breath, starting to find that movement. I think we're going to add on a little bit of fun. One more sun cell A, and then we'll make our way to sun cell B. Take a moment, collect yourself here, and then inhale, reach forward, exhale, pull back. Hopefully as you're getting warmer, you're coming a little bit deeper, you're reaching back a little bit further. Back to center, bow it out, forward fold, half lift, forward fold, step it into plank, nice and easy. Now here's our option, knees, chest, chin. So you go knees, chest, chin, press through to lift up. I love that. I know it's supposed to be like a modified version, but I think the movement is so beautiful. So always do what feels good for you. Always do what feels right for you. And maybe one day you'll be all knees, chest, chin. Maybe one day you're all full chaturanga. Yogi's choice. Listen to your body, it's up to you. Tuck those toes into down dog, and this time we're gonna add on some crouching just for fun. Go ahead, drop those knees, pull the hips back, sit bones up, heels come down to the mat. Let's do that again, nice and slow, taking it in different parts so we can control. One more. And then we'll step it up, left, right, right, left, half lift, inhale, reach it up, exhale, right to heart. Beautiful. We're adding on, we're switching up the game now. Stand tall, proud chest, open heart. Now this time, inhale, reach forward, palms face each other, sitting back into our chair. Ooh, we're gonna love chair by the end of the day here. Reach those sit bones back, lengthen through the arms, check those shoulders. They're sneaking up. If you got too much tension going on right here, just drop the hands down hard. That's perfect. Find a safe space. I don't want to say comfortable because maybe you want to move out of your comfort zone. That's okay. But make sure that you are always safe and protected. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, dive it out, forward fold. Finding a new expression as we visit each pose. Half lift, forward fold. Now, if you're ready, soft bend in the elbows, soft bend in the knees. You can hop it back to plank. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga. Stepping, hopping, moving. Whatever is getting that blood pumping is perfect. Tuck the toes under. Down dog. There we go. I'm going to spread out a little bit. Hold on to my mat. Now, if you want to step it back up to the, sorry, no, we're here right now. Okay, right leg up, three-legged dog. Take a moment in three-legged dog. Reach through that right foot. And then if you want, you could put a bend into the right knee. Add a little twist here. Pressing through the palms. Right back to center. Tiger curl, knee to chest. Step it up to the front. Then go ahead, drop the heel back. Set up that warrior one. Engage the core, press through all four corners of those feet, set the foundation, and then we rise up. Beautiful. Ooh, that was a nice metaphor for life. Just like in life, we set the foundation, we check our posture, and then we rise up. I like that. I'm going to use that. One more breath here. Really check that knee. Make sure it's lined up with the ankle. We don't want to go forward too much. We don't want a straight leg. We want powerful legs. Reach it up. And then hands through heart, back to the mat. Quick little vinyasa, little chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Taking it over to the other side. Right leg up. Sorry, left leg up. And then little hip opener. So we squeeze the heel to the bottom, open up to the side, letting the chest peek out from underneath, but really working to press the mat away to engage the upper body. All right, find center with the hips, knee to chest, step it through. We're in our low lunge. We set our foundation. Take your time. Make sure those heels are lined up, legs are active. Rise up slow. Maybe hands are coming straight from heart, or you want that little back bend as you reach up to the sky. Back down to the mat. We'll pick up the heel and just step it up, forward fold. Half lift. Reach it out. Rise up, inhale. Exhale to heart. Let's do that one more time. Standing tall. Inhale up. Exhale, sit in your chair. This time we're going to stay here for a moment, so get comfortable. I'm going to heel toe out just a little bit. I feel like I started with my feet too close together, and I want those knees right under the hips. So they're not very far apart, but it creates a little bit more of a stable base here. I think either way are perfect. Reach from the sit bones. That's the most important part. Lengthen out from the crown. If you're here, if your core is not engaged. If that spine isn't tucked, then you're going to do damage over time. We don't ever want that. We want yoga to feel good and wonderful and to serve us for the rest of our lives. All right, let's add a little spinal twist here. So everyone's going to take hands right to heart, and then we're going to spinal twist, taking one elbow to the outside and then really pressing into the palms to help hinge and make your way into our spinal twist here. Now if you find the hips are coming out of alignment, you can always drop down. If you're feeling too much tension in the neck, instead of looking up, go ahead and look down. It's up to you. Alright, staying low. Back to center. And then over to the other side. Same thing. Elbows on the outside of the knee. We're pressing our palms together. Center, keeping low, holding it here. Find that breath in the hard poses. Whew. Tell the legs you're sorry for the pain now, but they will thank you later. All the way up on your inhale, and then dive it out, expansion through the exhale. Half lift, forward fold, step or hop into plank, woo. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, cobra or up dog, into our down dog, feeling like home right here, settling in, appreciating down dog a little more every time we revisit it. It's doing so much good to realign the spine, to work the entire body, opening up the back of the body here. So much good stuff going on. Go ahead and reach that right leg high up into the air. Knee to chest, tiger curl, hold it at the top, and then step it through. Take a moment to drop the back heel, set the foundation, and we'll rise up. Warrior one. Hand through heart, back down to the mat. Quick little vinyasa. Breathing, moving, enjoying all these wonderful things that your body can do. Left leg up, knee to chest, step it through, set your foundation, rise up strong. Hands through heart center. We'll just step it to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Half lift. Reach it down. Inhale up. Exhale to heart. If you're not drinking water, this is the point that I'd like to remind you to grab a drink of water, stay hydrated. We're going to continue moving on. We're going to do some of that upper body that I promised. You're going to love it. Maybe a little bit of leg work here too. All right, and go ahead after you've shaken it out, reset, worked out any little kinks, give yourself a pep talk that you're doing great, because you are. Grab your drink of water, meet me back right here, Tadasana, starting off at one. Reach up straight through the center, press those palms, baby back bend. Back to center. Go ahead, come right down the middle. Forward fold. Half lift. Press those palms, step or hop. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga, up dog, into our down dog. Hold it here. Down dog. Did you see that face? We got some fun stuff up ahead of us here. So we are going to hang out here in our down dog for a little bit. If you need to walk the feet a little bit closer, if you want to press back to lengthen through the low back, to get all the openness along the spine, strengthen the arms, hold it here. Make sure you've just got your very best down dog going on right now. We're going to drop down to dolphin, one forearm, then the other. Hold it here. Let me talk about this real quick while we're here. I know you get a hold, I get a talk. All right. So we want to make sure that we are pressing down from the first finger into the thumb, all the way into those forearms. So it's the same thing, except now we're not onto the palms of our hands. Now we're onto our forearms, okay? We're still pressing the mat away, lifting high up through the sit bones, working the heels towards the mat. We're going to climb up one hand and then the other back into our down dog. Hold it here. If at any point you need to come down, drop the knees into tabletop, go right ahead, because we're going to be holding it for a little while. And down dog is an inversion. So if you have any issues with vertigo or blood pressure issues or something like that, and you need to take a break, please do so. Let's come back down into dolphin. One forearm, then the other. Hold it here. Go ahead. Back up onto the hands. this time we're going to take it three-legged dog. Reach the right leg up. And then go ahead and start to drop it back. And we will flip the dog here. Round it out. So that's your full expression. Maybe you wanted to drop the left knee first. Reach up through the right leg. Bring it back. Pivot on the knee. And then come right here. That's perfect too. As long as you are, or maybe you just found your side plank today. Maybe the spine's like, nah, not today, girl. And that's okay. You don't need to force it. You need to listen and then open when you're ready. If you're here and you're finding kinks in the back, try to press up further through the hips before you round back through the spine. All right, let's go ahead, come back to center. Wherever you're at, either in tabletop or into down dog, it's up to you. We're going to switch it over other side, three-legged dog. Start to drop back. Oh, let me listen to this side, see how it feels. And then reaching with the hips, open through the chest. A lot of work going on here. And that's okay. All right, go ahead, slowly make your way back. Down to center, we're finding. Down dog again. This time we're gonna take a little break. Right leg up, three-legged dog, and then sweep that knee up between the hands. Pigeon pose, the ultimate feel-good release pose right here. Whew, take your time. Maybe climbing onto one forearm and then the other. Sinking and settling. I know, you just want to kind of collapse here. And that's okay. But instead of collapsing, let's melt. Let's do it with intention. Maybe you want to drop one hip down. You can adjust through the left leg. We're going to square the hips. Walking the arms out. Taking your time. And the more time you allow your body to sink and settle, the more openness you're going to find in the pose. The more you're going to get out of the pose. You're not reading your book? All right, let's go ahead. We're going to make our way to the other side now. You know, we want to stay here forever. And if you're on your own, I encourage you to stay here forever and just allow time and gravity to find new spaces to release. And that's perfect. But we're going to go ahead and get to the other side because I don't want to run out of time. Go ahead and tuck the toes under. We'll make our way back up to our down dog. And then left leg up, knee to chest, step it through. Ooh, whole nother feeling on the other side. All different kinds of stuff to work out over here. While you're here, if you want to, you can check on that right leg. Make sure like the foot's not sprawling out, that we're all in one line here, that the heel's lined up with the bottom, that you made your way and you sunk into the hips. And then you're taking a moment to make it your own. If you want to walk out a little bit more, that's perfect. Or if you want to hang out here, right to center. And you know what? I'm making a lot of feel-good noises. Do whatever you need to do to find that release. If it's feeling good and you want to express it, go right ahead. It feels amazing. go ahead, slowly climb up. I always like to remind you to press down on those hands for support. And we're gonna start to cool it off, mellow it out a little bit, drop those hips, swing it right back to the front. And this time we'll take the soles of the feet together. Oh, that was a perfect little transition here. I love that. Take those feet together. And then maybe you want to start to press the knees apart here. You know, a lot of time in yoga assists where they're cranking it down. But wherever you're at is amazing and perfect, and it's right where you're supposed to be. So take a moment just to enjoy and appreciate that. I'm gonna reach forward just a little bit. Really start to find any tight spots in the hips or the inner thighs. Rock it out, move it out, breathe it out. Rolling up to the top, we'll take our legs out long in front of us. Adjust through the sit bones. You'll see me wiggling a lot. I hope you feel free to do so too. Reach up to the sky. Lead with the heart. In everything you do as you melt down into your forward fold. How long's it been? Check the timer.
"38 minutes.
Thank you. We're going to swap it out to the other side, straightening those legs, kind of bending the knee, twisting over to the other side. Making shapes if you want, finding openness, and allowing that energy to come to you. Let's take it right back to center. And then I'd like to invite you to come onto your back. I'll start off by hugging my knees just because it feels so good to give those knees a little squeeze to release the low back. Give yourself a massage. Alright, let's do a little bit of core work here. We're going to finish off with our core. Walking the feet in, nice and close to the bottom. Let's come to bridge pose. Find an expansion in the chest as the shoulders press down into the mat. You can have palms pressing down, or maybe they want to be a little bit closer. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna do this thing today. Alright, so feet come in close. Most important thing, we've got two things going on here. Belly button is pulling into the spine so that we can activate the core. Glute squeeze as we press up. You're pressing through the heels, but our knees are not falling apart. Those inner thighs are attracted to each other. They want to come find each other. So they're going to squeeze in close together. Like two lovers in the night, right? Go ahead, press those shoulders. Inhale. All the way up to the top. Exhale, hold it here. Tuck the chin into the chest for safety. And then exhale. Sorry, and then in our pause, after our exhale, we're coming down one vertebrae at a time. Let's do that again. Inhale. So now we're connecting the breath, movement. Exhale. You'll find that flat tummy at the top. I love that. And then releasing down. Inhale up. Exhale. All the way down to the mat. Let's do it one more time like this, nice and controlled. Inhale. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze those thighs. Release it down. Give the knees a little hug here, just to release it out. We're going to try that with one leg. A lot of movement. Well, you know what? Before, I don't want to skip ahead. Let's do this one more time. Okay, so we're going to inhale, bring the hips up. Exhale at the top, hold it. Hold the whole body. On your next inhale, reach up a little bit taller. Exhale. Inhale, hold it. Exhale. Now we're just holding it right here at the top. We're trying to squeeze it up. And then release it all the way down. All right, now we've got it. So we've got our movement, we've got safety, and we've got the holding up at the top with the breath. So breath, movement, safety. This time, inhale, reach it up. Let's take the right leg high up into the air. Press through the heel, and then exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Let those hips hover. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Dog butt, get out of here. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, all the way down. We'll release the right leg. We're gonna give those knees another hug, kind of reset, get ready for next side. If you want to glue those knees together and do some small circles in the air, feel free to. Lots of options. I like to give them all to you. Press those feet in because we've got the other side to do. All right, shoulders in the mat. This time we'll inhale, reach the hips up, hold it at the top, squeeze the bottom. And left leg comes up, reach through the heel. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go one more time. Hold it up. Release it down nice and slow. Ooh, that should feel good. So good here. Alright. Like I said, we're going to finish off with our core. So let's come into our Pilates core here. Reach those legs high up into the air. Point through the toes. Round through the feet. Heels come together. Reach the arms overhead. And then start to round, peel the upper body off of the top of the mat. We'll breathe out. Tuck the chin into the chest. Pull that belly button all the way to the mat. That core is tight. And then reach the arms overhead. If you want to drop the legs down for a little bit, go right ahead. We're going to go through that a couple more times. But let's find some ways to rock this a little harder, okay? So legs up, heels together. And if you want to start to drop the legs down, go right ahead. We'll reach the hands overhead. Exhale, peel off. 1, 2. Then we inhale. Little baby inhales. And then exhale. Inhale. reach it up, slowly roll it down. Sorry about that. They were being pretty good until, of course, my face was down here and vulnerable. All right, go ahead, stretch it out. Take a big stretch. Take a long release. Maybe point through the toes, reach through the fingers. I'm gonna switch it around because that sun is just killing me. Whew, I don't know if this is gonna be any better, but it'll definitely be different. All right. We worked so hard. Hopefully you made new muscles, you made new connections with your body. Let's take a moment to stretch it out. And this is the yummy part. This is the releasing part. So go ahead and take those feet right hip distance apart. So we need a little bit of space here. We don't want to have those knees glued together. We'll just windshield wiper the knees one way and then the other way. Maybe you want to connect with center. Release that low back. We'll start off taking the knees in close to the chest. Rounding up, finding a little ball, chin into chest. Straighten those legs, grab hold of the feet, release back, happy baby. Bring our attention to the right leg, straightening out the left or letting the left foot press down into the mat. While that right leg's up, if you want to roll the ankle, give the ankle a little love here. Roll it to the right and then to the left. Now I'm going to grab a hold of that right big toe, taking my peace fingers around it and then letting gravity pull the leg down. But if your hand is behind your calf or on your thigh or you're just releasing the leg down, it's up to you. Try not to think too much. Now is the time to let go of the thoughts, any kind of anxiousness. Now is the time to just move and breathe without all the expectations. We're crossing right over to left, into figure four, and then into threading the needle. Exhaling and letting those knees fall over to the left side. Maybe even taking your head looking to the right, adding stretch in the neck. Rounding it up, let's make a little we'll bring our attention to the left side, straightening out that left leg, maybe dropping the right leg, reaching it long, or foot pressed into the mat. Let's go ahead and release left leg to left side, allowing gravity to do the work so we don't have to. And then back to center, we cross left over right, we thread the needle, and if you want, just hug that right knee in. Should feel amazing. I have my eagle legs, so my right leg is helping to pull that left leg over. You can also allow the knees just to stack. Unraveling and bringing it right back to center. That's where we take the feet together in our final pose. Allow those knees to fall apart. Hands come overhead. Allow the shoulders to relax. Ooh, mine are sneaking up a little bit. I'm going to adjust here. Hopefully you always feel comfortable enough to adjust and to make it your own. Go ahead and take a big deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. So we'll inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out from the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, great big sigh. Start to straighten the right leg and the left, reaching the legs, maybe letting the feet fall apart, open through the hips, tuck the tailbone just a little bit, make sure the spine is nice and comfy. And we'll reach the arms out alongside the body, palms up to receive the positive energy. Palms down to ground through. I want you to stay right here, but I also do want to, I'm going to come up here to connect a little bit. So, hopefully we've done all the movement that we've needed to, all the asanas, so that we can come to the next part of what yoga is all about. And that's reaching down into the soul, connecting with the mind. So as you're breathing, as you're releasing, and as you are allowing your body, your heart, and your soul to take this moment and this opportunity to just go deep inside, or Maybe you don't even want to go inside today. Maybe you just want to take a few moments to relax. And that is perfect, because that is what you need right now at this moment. But I want you to give yourself permission to allow you to do what you need to do to find a little bit more peace in your life. I'm just going to lay here for a few moments, and we are going to appreciate. I want you to appreciate all that you are. Find your breath. If you have any negative thoughts or even random worries, you can go ahead and imagine that they're a leaf in the breeze, that they touch down on the river, on the lake. They touch down on your mind, acknowledge it, and then just let it float away. Finding that gentle breeze again. Or not so gentle breeze in that case, but go ahead and just breathe for a moment. Just be. Here, since it is a video, if you want to press pause and you want to lay here, I encourage you to do so, to take just as much time as you need. But I'm going to close out the video. So go ahead and start to wiggle your toes, bring those knees into the chest, roll out the ankles. Gently come to the right side. Take a moment there. Press yourself back up. Find your cross-legged seat or staff pose. Just a gentle sitting position. Maybe you want to still work out some kinks in the shoulders, rolling out the shoulders. Maybe a little bit of swaying, some movements here. You can even come into your seated cat-cow. And then we'll take hands right to heart center. Prayer hands right to heart center. We'll close it off here. Namaste. Thank you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You did a wonderful job. I'll see you next time.